Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Revere Sky, Revere Sky's Essence. So I want to briefly talk about intranet versus internet. An intranet is a local network system that works off of computers that do not go on the World Wide Web. Say it again, Revere Sky. The intranet is a system of computers called a local network that does not go on the internet. The only way it can go on the internet is if somebody has the password to the computers. Most schools, colleges, and corporations always have an intranet, but it does not connect to the World Wide Web. It's a host of computers within a building or a network, okay? They don't have to be just strictly in that building. They could be in multiple buildings, like Google, Facebook, all of them. They're going to have files, folders, computers, and hard drives that never go on the World Wide Web, that will always be localized, right? So when you have a whole country that internet gets shut down, technically, they can localize all their computers and networks and cables and Ethernets to run a local internet. Say it again, Revere Sky. Technically, any country that has been shut down can always localize all of their computers and networks. So it's like saying you have a network that runs off grid. So for instance, let's say you move to the woods, you got a cabin, you got a mini hotel and all that, and you want to localize all your computers as a network. That's how the World Wide Web was created. It's you sending data or receiving data from another computer, another hard drive, another operating system. That's all it is. It's connecting with other storage devices. And you can do it on a local level, or you could do it on a World Wide Web level. So don't get it twisted. Just because somebody is not connected to the World Wide Web, it doesn't mean that they can't communicate locally on a localized level. To stop a country from connecting with other computers on a localized level, you would have to do it internally within their country. Drop their grid. Okay, other than that, it shouldn't take long to get a localized intranet running in a country, even though they cannot reach outside the country on the World Wide Web. I just had to let y'all understand that, like, it's not possible to localize things. They've already done it. It's plenty of businesses that will never let their local information go on the World Wide Web. You got to be a part of that facility, that group, that network. I just wanted to say that. So if a country gets shut down from the world, they still can communicate with their people if they really wanted to. They still can give them access to a certain degree of internet except for it would be localized. It would be intranet. Okay? A lot of people build their own dictionaries, their own Wikipedias, all that stuff, and it's localized. You know, it's just like the school. The school may tell you to go to their website from the intranet, or they may tell you to pull up files or access your network. You know, when you sign into computer, the networker, the person that's over the whole building, gives you access to save your files and data on their network. You know, when you do your homework or you have to save your files, they give you so much space and they just give you so much storage space on their network. It's no different than iCloud or Google Cloud or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's not a localized network. That's a World Wide Web network or storage facility. So yeah, people can still function. Not only that, if your country is in the snow 9 out of 10, you're already using greenhouses and ways to plant food and have resources regardless. And you're going to always have ways to contact or connect people unless somebody just literally come and terminate all of that. Okay? So y'all have to think about intranet versus internet. Okay? That's just like when you travel on the road, truck drivers, you got intrastate, intrastate, I-N-T-R-A, state, intrastate truck drivers, and interstate truck drivers. An interstate truck driver is someone who's able to go from state to state. An intrastate truck driver, intra, I-N-T-R-A, is a person who does not leave their state. They have different rules and regulations and different hours. A person who drives interstate has different rules and regulations and hours from a person who drives intrastate, okay? So just like they have intranet, they have internet, okay? Just like on the road, when you drive, Uber driver, Lyft driver, you got intrastate laws and you got interstate laws. Same goes with professional drivers that drive 18-wheelers. You got intrastate, meaning you do not leave your state. It's illegal to leave your state if you're going to go by a certain law in a certain hour. And interstate, you got to go by a certain law in a certain hour, but you could travel all over. So I'm going to leave it there. Just know that there's always a will, there's always a way. And remember, what makes up the World Wide Web is a bunch of computers and servers and storage devices, okay? Connected with Ethernet cables, underground cables, satellites, okay? Well, anyway, some reason I had to get that out. But just know, like I know, that there's always a will and there's always a way. And just because certain people don't have access to the World Wide Web, it doesn't mean that it stops communication with their own servers and their own databases. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.